The NBA is back. And like every start of the season, there's some buzz going into it and some storylines building. But the one thing that has been tough for the NBA these past couple of seasons are making us, the fans, care about the entirety of the season. They've implemented in-season tournaments. They're trying really hard to find the next crop of faces for the NBA so that these guys don't have to do all the heavy lifting. So if you're an NBA or simply basketball fan, why should you care about the start of this season at all? Well, that's what I'm here to talk about. 3 reasons why you should care about the 2024-2025 NBA season. But first, if you enjoy NBA breakdowns and analysis, please subscribe to the channel. We are working for that 2,000 sub mark and can't do it without you guys. Also, check out the GOATcast podcast, streaming live every week with guests and some wild takes. Thank you, and now let's get into this. The 2024 Boston Celtics are one of the most dominant teams of the past decade. They pretty much effortlessly walked through the regular season and then toyed with teams in the playoffs on their way to their historic 18th NBA championship. Since 2019, it seems Larry O'Brien has been wide open each season, with Miami, Golden State, and of course Boston being the only teams to return to the NBA Finals, and none of them returning in back-to-back years. The Boston Celtics are good. They are very good. And this might be the closest we get to witness a dynasty since the free fall the Golden State Warriors had after Kevin Durant's departure. After a crazy offseason that saw key pieces of this championship team disrespected, Jaylen Brown, after hoisting the Finals MVP, was snubbed a spot on the Olympic team, while his tag team partner Jason Tatum barely got on the court for that same Olympic team. It was bizarre to say the least. That guys that were the major factors on a dominant team were shown as non-factors when the best of the best gathered for the Olympic Games. So with that said, those two should play with a giant chip on their shoulder. And in an Eastern Conference that is extremely top-heavy and is devoid of a team that looks like a true challenge in a 7-game series, I think we will be in for another cakewalk to the NBA Finals for the guys in green, barring any significant injuries or a championship hangover greater than we've ever seen. A team that was top 5 in both offense and defense and have a synergy very few teams have should be on any betting person's list going into the season. As the NBA prepares for the next generation of superstars, one is a surefire must-watch, if for no other reason than the freakish sight of a 7'4" phenom that is no fluke. Victor Wembanyama is next. I claim it. After an historic rookie season where he unanimously won Rookie of the Year and became the first rookie ever to make an all-defensive first team, many also believe he was snubbed for Defensive Player of the Year. His ascension in the NBA will be both captivating and necessary to watch. While the San Antonio Spurs are a work in progress, they have made a few moves to speed up the process of becoming a competitive team. With aging star Chris Paul, the point guard, as his running mate, a slightly bulkier and more experienced Wemby will be a problem for even the elite. He's become such a must-watch phenomenon, he knocked off bona fide superstar Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks from taking the court on Christmas Day. If his near gold medal stealing performances in the Olympics are any indication of what Victor is, the Spurs will be a playoff team in no time. So watch as the soon-to-be face of the NBA continues to grow and puts a stamp on his place among his peers. So I did a video on our podcast channel about the 2024-2025 season being LeBron James's last, and I, with about 75% confidence, stand by it. This would be the perfect swan song, a flag bearer in his last Olympic appearance at the age of 39. An Olympic MVP, whether he deserved it or not, he received it, so we have to live with it. A gold medal, again at age 39. Then he gets to check off a big moment on his bucket list, playing an NBA season with his son. The Lakers are not constructed as a threat in the Western Conference. Any way you try to overanalyze that team, there are easily 4 teams better and possibly more on the rise. So this could serve as a pseudo-retirement tour for LeBron, touted as the first father-son duo ever in the NBA. As I've said in other videos on this channel, the longer LeBron stays in the NBA, the more we will likely get diminishing returns, which will tarnish a career seen by most as one of the greatest. The only way I would change my thoughts on this being the potential end is if the Lakers somehow pull off a game-changing trade and jump back into championship contention. Otherwise, this season will be the perfect way to hang him up. A gold medal and the ultimate achievement of passing the torch to your own child on a professional level is a way to walk away with your glory intact. If not, the novelty of this season will put a stain on his legacy and make the Lakers even more of a laughingstock than they already are. So yeah, here's 3 reasons why you should care about this upcoming NBA season. A few honorable mentions are the continued success of the OKC Thunder. Will Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey make the Sixers a contender? Can the Milwaukee Bucks get back on track after a disastrous start to the Giannis-Dame combo? Can the revamped Knicks be the definitive number 2 team in the East? Can Luka and Kyrie carry the Mavs back to the promised land? Are the Denver Nuggets championship window over? All these are worth watching for, and of course, many more. So why do you all out there care about this upcoming NBA season? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe to the channel. On the road to 2,000 subs and can't do it without your help. Thank you and be back soon with more content.